Hello, fabulous team. Welcome to your 30-minute strength training workout. My name is Heather. So glad you guys are here. Okay, here's the plan today. As we lift weights, we are actually going to work from the bottom to the top and back down to the bottom. Once we get going, you will completely understand what I'm talking about. You're going to need a heavy set of weights and a medium set of weights, and we're going to do 2-minute intervals. Let's go ahead and get started. You'll want to start with your heavy set of weights because we're going to work legs. So you grab those heavy set of weights. Now take your heels about 1 inch outside of your hips. So remember, we're starting from the bottom and working up. So actually, here's where we start. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down. So let's discuss form as we do this. When you come down, make sure your knees track right down the center of your foot. Okay, so check that out, take a look at that, see if that's what you're achieving. But then, once you make sure your alignment is correct with your knees, look out into the horizon or look at me. That way then, your posture stays really good and your chest stays open and your back, you squeeze those shoulder blades together on the back side so that your back stays engaged. Every single time you rise up, think about pressing your heels into the floor. So press them into the floor as you rise up. Feel the power in your legs as you do that. Then on the top of the move, so right here, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your glutes really tight, engaging the back half of your legs. Always, always keep your abs braced. So belly buttons, they're pulled in nice and tight. That way your core stays strong because your core, your upper body, is what's holding that weight. So you want to make sure that core stays strong. We're doing great. We have 30 seconds left. On the low end, try to get those hips even with those knees. So you want to get down pretty low. That way you make sure you're working full range, and that's completely what you want to do. All right, team, we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and you're done. Shake the legs out. Awesome job. We are now going to go into chest. So take that heavy set of weights. You're going to come down. And we're going to do chest press for 2 minutes. But remember, we're starting on the bottom and going to the top. So you are here, and you're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. Always start on the bottom and on the down. Make sure those elbows are even with your bench top, okay? And if you don't have a bench top and you're on the floor, absolutely fine. You still, though, are going to want to make sure those triceps stop just right above the floor. You don't want them to land on the floor because then you're giving up the weight, right? But just have them land just a smidge above the ground. And on the down, make sure those hands stay directly over the elbows because that will enable you to have really good form. On the top, lightly touch the weights together, lightly touch them, and then return the weights back, right back over those elbows. Brace your core. You know you have to brace that core. So keep the belly buttons pulled down. Every single time you lift up, think about pressing the inside of the elbows in. Press them in towards each other. When you do that, give that a try, okay? When you do that, feel your chest. Feel your chest muscle get strong as you press the elbows in. We have 30 seconds left. And on the down, think about lengthening from the shoulder to the elbow. Make that as long as you can because you know longer levers, harder you work, and that's what we want to do. We want to work hard. All right, how are we doing on time? We only have 2 and 1. Fantastic job. Come on up. Set the heavier weights down. Or, you might want to use your heavier weights. We're going to go into back, and I'm going to switch. We're going to do rear delts. First, super important, set your posture. Slide the shoulder blades down the back side. Lift the chest up, then lean over, okay? And from here, remember, we're going to start up, okay? So you hold on the up just for a second. Elbows. Have them come even with the shoulders, okay? And on the up, feel those shoulder blades squeeze into the spinal cord. Now, as you stand here, press your heels into the floor. Press them down into the floor. You guys keep on going. Press the heels down, push the tail to the back, make that spinal cord straight, okay? And then lightly tap and lift those elbows up. Why is it important to press your heels into the floor? You're engaging your legs too. Even though we're working our back, if you press those heels into the floor, you're engaging your legs. So you're working more than just back. And just like when we did the chest press, think about lengthening from the shoulder to the elbow. Longer levers, harder you work. And every time you bring the weights to the bottom of the move, squeeze the elbows in, then pull them out. Squeeze them in, and then pull them out. 30 seconds. So feel that. Feel the squeeze in, and then pull them back out, feeling those shoulder blades come together on the back side. Feel that right there. So squeeze in and out. Squeeze in and then lengthen. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna go back down on the bench and we're gonna continue to work our chest, but this time we're gonna do flies. So come on down. Grab your weight. We're gonna start on the open and then close. So we're down here, arms are long, then up and open, up and open. Let's talk about form. Arms are long, elbows, they remain soft, okay? We don't want to lock out those elbows, so keep them soft. You want your elbows to land just above your bench top, or if you don't have a bench top and you're on the ground, have them land just before they touch the ground, okay? Again, we're lengthening from the shoulder, but this time all the way to the hands. Still though, keep those elbows soft, but think about lengthening. Then, when you come to the top of the move, squeeze the inside of the elbows together. Squeeze them in. That way you are completely engaging your chest. Always, always, belly buttons pull down. You know that. So just squeeze and then release. Feel the squeeze, feel the chest muscles completely working to bring those weights to the top and then back out. And as you come back out, make sure those elbows do not drop below your bench top. Let's check on time. Oh, 30 seconds. I always look right at the 30-second mark, don't I? All right, so in and then out. Feel the power in your chest as you bring those weights together up on the top of the move. So up and then down. Up and then down. Here's our count. We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Okay. Again, if you want to stay with those heavier weights, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to switch, and we're gonna do reverse flies. Super important, set your posture, right? So let's do that. Let's lean on over, same form we did with the rear delts. Heels pressed in, knees forward, tail pressed to the back, spinal cord straight. So we're gonna start here, and it's down, up, down, up. All right, right now, pull your belly buttons in. Pull them into your spinal cord so that you are supporting that spinal cord. So yes, we're working our upper back, but by staying leaned over and by pulling our belly buttons up, we are working our lower back too. Arms are long, elbows are soft. When you come to the top of the move, have your elbows almost come on the same line with your shoulders. So you feel that expansion right there. Feel the lengthening. When you come down, squeeze your elbows in and then extend them back out. So we squeeze them in and then you extend back out. That way, when you squeeze your elbows in, you're working your chest. Did you know that? But every time you lengthen here, that's back work. So feel that expansion. So down and up, down and up. Every time you come up, feel the shoulder blades. Feel them come right into that spinal cord. And I know some of you are feeling this. And if you need to set the weight down and you go through this with body weight, it's absolutely perfect. Because you know you are still working hard, right? So down and lengthen. Let's see, how are we doing on time? We have 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm feeling it too. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Set those weights down. Roll out those shoulders, right? Okay, we're gonna do biceps. So grab your weights. If you wanna switch to the heavier weights, absolutely perfect. Set your posture. We're gonna start up, right? But you knew that. So here we go. So down and hold up. Down and hold up. You want heels underneath the hips. You want abs braced so your posture's perfect. You want shoulders directly over those hips. And you want your elbows to stay right by your ribs. So what I mean is don't let them come back here like this, okay? Because when that happens, you're actually working much more chest than you are biceps. When you come to the top of the move, the holding part, pull those weights into your shoulders. Pull them into your shoulders so you really activate the bicep muscle. Yep, feel that right there. Feel the strength in your arms. Now, a lot of times when people do bicep work, they have a tendency to kind of hunch over like this. Stand tall. Think about this. The taller you are, the more you are working full range. See how that works? So if you're up nice and tall, your arm nice and long, and then you're completely working full range. Keep pulling the fist into the shoulders. How are we doing on time? 30 seconds. So pull in, feeling the squeeze in the bicep. Right there, team. Feel that squeeze. Right there. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna switch weights. I'm gonna switch to the heavier weight for triceps. We're gonna do overhead extensions, starting on the low and then coming back down to the low. Again, posture check. Knees underneath the hips, shoulders stacked on top of the hips. Grab that weight, and elbows need to face forward. So elbows face forward, you come down. Notice how my elbows are forward and they're not out to the side. You want to keep them pointing towards me. So it's up and down. Lift up and down. So the range, team. You are going to start back of neck and then press up as long, as high as you can. That's what's going to activate those triceps. So you press straight up and down, straight up and down, and a small hold on the bottom, because the bottom is really our starting point. Keep your abs braced, keep them pulled in nice and tight. Then the other thing you're going to want to do, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your glutes to stabilize your body as you lift the weight up to the ceiling and then return it right to the back of the neck again. So straight up and down, straight up and down. Keep the elbows in close to the face. Again, we don't want them popping out here. What happens when they pop out there? We're working much more shoulders instead of triceps. So keep the elbows in so that you can see them framing your face. Up and hold. Lift up and hold. How are we doing on time? 30 seconds. So straight up and down. Keep those abs pulled in. Keep those glutes squeezed together so that you are stabilizing your entire body as you focus on your triceps. So straight up and down. Straight up and down. How about we have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, good job. Put that weight down. Roll and release. We're gonna go back into legs and we're gonna do lunges. So grab a weight, whatever size weight you want. Take one foot up on your bench, other leg back. Back far enough that when you're on the low, that knee is underneath the hip and the shoulders stay stacked on the hips. All right, so we're gonna start on the low. So we're starting here, up and down, up and down. Back knee, aim it straight down to the floor. Straight down to the floor. That's your goal, okay? Front knee, it never goes over those toes. So you're never like this. You're sitting back almost more into this knee. So up and down, up and down. When you come down, make sure the hips stay squared up with the knee, okay? So sometimes we'll want to turn, don't turn. When you lift up, press that front heel right into your bench. And if you don't have a bench, no big deal. Just do this on the ground. You don't need a bench, or you can even use stairs in your house if you have stairs in your house. So up and down. Every time you rise up, push this heel into the bench or into the floor. Every time you come down, press that back knee down to the floor. Keep your shoulders squeezed together on the back side. That way your posture stays perfect. 30 seconds. So up and down. Straight up and down. Keep it just an up and down motion, not kind of a forward to back motion. You feeling those legs? Me too. They're really activating. Keep pressing that front heel into your bench. 15 seconds. Up and down. Keep shoulder blades pulled together. Keep abs braced so posture remains strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Shake those legs out. You know, we got to do the other leg, right? So switch hands, foot up on the bench, step back far enough that when you drop that back knee will go straight to the floor and hips will stay over the knee. Okay, on the low, up, down, up, down. Again, visit form. This knee never exceeds over those toes, okay? Shoulders stay stacked over hips. Hips stay directly over the back knee. Every time you rise up, push that front heel into your bench. So push and drop. Push and drop. Now, if you feel a little unstable, like maybe you're wobbling, set your feet a little bit further apart so that it's not like you're on a balance beam. That'll help you stay more stable. So up and down, up and down. Push that heel into the bench or into your floor or into your stair. Up and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on your back side. Keep your chest open. Pull your belly buttons in. Keep the posture strong. Continue to push that heel right into your bench. Continue to drop that back knee down to the floor. Keep on going, guys. You're doing fantastic. I know your legs may be shaking, but you know what that means? You're working hard, right? All right, 30 seconds left. So press that heel in and come on down. Press that heel in, come on down. You have this, I know you do. 15 seconds. So rise and drop. Rise and drop. How about 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake those legs out. We're gonna do shoulders now. Okay, I'm gonna switch my weight to the lighter ones. Posture check. Shoulders, squeeze them together, back side, so that chest stays open. Set the timer, and we're gonna go here. So it's down, up, down, up. We're gonna visit form. Heels underneath the hips. Knees are soft. Shoulders stacked directly over the hips. And pull your belly buttons in so that you stabilize your core. We're lifting our elbows up, even with the shoulders. Think about lengthening from the shoulder to the elbow. Make that long, okay? When you lift up, keep your hands in the same plane as those elbows. When you start to fatigue, the elbows will drop, and you're kind of more doing this. We don't want to do that. So, keep hands same plane as elbows. Nice and tall, team. Stand up nice and tall. Remember, the start is right here. So that's where we're gonna hold it just for a second. Just hold it right there. 45 seconds left. Pull the belly buttons in. That way, your core stays engaged and your posture is strong. We are working the side of our delts. So that's gonna give you that awesome V cut right there. Lift up, down and up. When you come down, feel your elbows squeeze into your chest. Feel them squeeze into the side of your chest. And then when you lift up, feel that lateral delt, lift that weight back up. We only have 2 and 1. Fantastic. One more thing to do, and that's core. So I'm going to set the weight down, and we're going to be here. Now, if you want, You can use a weight for this, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. We're gonna start up here. So it's gonna be down, up. That'll be the plan. And this will be the last move. So, keep the weight close to the forehead. Not here, because that's kind of just cheating. See how we're not really working with the weight? So it's down and up. Down and up. Keep your elbows in, okay? Don't let them sway out like that. Keep them in. Lift and hold. So this is where the hold is. This is where the start is, right here on the up. On the up, chin, bring it into your chest. Take your belly buttons, draw them down so that you keep that lower spine pressed through the whole move. So down and roll up. We literally are just rolling up, lifting our shoulders up and off the bench, really working rectus abdominis. The rectus abdominis, those are our stair step muscles that run up and down our abs. So lift. When you lift, think about, you guys keep moving, think about your ribs. Slide them down into your hips. So slide them down. Slide them down. Really push them down into the hips and then lift up, trying to get as much of the upper back off the floor or off your bench. How are we doing on time? 30 seconds. Down, lift. Pull those belly buttons in. Slide the ribs down to the hips. Really activating the rectus abdominis. And up. Down, up. Here's our count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Team, you did absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for working out with me today. I so hope you had as much fun as I did. You guys have an amazing day.